Right now at 5, his illness is extremely rare and it nearly killed him. The shocking reason: this man's hands and legs were amputated.
That West Bend man was back in the operating room today for even more surgery.
Now doctors blame it all on an infection that aggressively attacked his body after a dog licked him. Pete
Zervakis talked with his family, who told him the recovery is just starting. Pete.
Well, Steve, that's correct. Greg Manteufel's legs began to hurt in late June. At that time, he complained of a fever, so his wife and his son assumed he had the flu and took him to a local hospital.
And I never expected this to turn into what it did. It's unfathomable.
For the last month, Fredert Hospital has been home for Mike and his mom, Dawn. They've watched his dad, Greg, endure several surgeries.
If I could take half of what he was been through, I would.
Greg is 48. According to doctors, the infection that cost him his extremities originated in the bacteria of a dog's saliva. They're not sure which dog licked him. The family owns one, and Greg regularly met others while working as an exterior painter.
We know that he came across 8 dogs during that time.
To fight the infection, Greg's blood rushed to vital organs like his brain and liver and stopped flowing to his hands and feet. All had to be amputated to save his life.
By Tuesday, they were taking his legs. And
within a week.
When
he entered the hospital.
Yes, sir.
They amputated his leg.
Yes.
The bacteria in Greg's bloodstream is now gone, but he's got several surgeries left.
Once we get out of here is when we'll start to see what we have to adjust to and how life's going to change.
His family is not sure when he'll leave the hospital, but they'll continue to support him.
We're just happy he's here and that we can still be a family.
Now, doctors say this is a very rare infection. 99% of people with dogs will never contract the bacteria that caused it. Stephen Carroll.
I have to imagine the bills that they're facing for all these surgeries is just insane. What are they doing?
Well, still kind of trying to get their bearings about what happens next when they can leave the hospital. Of course, they're going to have to pay for likely prosthetics for Greg, as well as the family's going to have to sell their house because it's 2 levels. They're going to have to move somewhere. Wow. That's 1 story. So the plan is when they leave the hospital that they can move in with his parents for a short time. There's also a GoFundMe page that's been set up to help with all those expenses. We have a link up on tmj4.com.
Thanks for that, Pete.